This quick video is for those people that are over 60, have rural properties and have a family farming business, and you've had children come home to work in the farms, work on the farms and in the business, and those children are either in a serious relationship, have a spouse, or have gone on to have children. This message is for you. The message is that if you haven't started a conversation with your children and their families around succession planning, then I can guarantee you that if your children are at that stage of their life where they've taken a partner, then they haven't had a conversation with you about what's in this for them in the long run, then they are highly concerned and very nervous about the future for themselves and their families. And the reason I can guarantee this is because last week alone, I had 3 families in their mid-30s come in and see me and say, what do we do? Mum and Dad haven't discussed succession planning, won't discuss succession planning. We've got our own families and we're stuck. Do we stay and see this through, or do we go now while we've still got enough time to make a life for ourselves? And that is a really sad situation for those children to be in. For whatever reason, they don't feel like they can have that conversation with their parents. So the message is to the parents, you don't have to have a plan. You don't have to know how this is going to work out. There are lots of variables with succession planning. There's on-farm, there's off-farm, there's children, there's partners, there's not enough money, there's droughts, there's cash flows, the bank's got to approve it. But you just need to start. Eating an elephant is a really big job, but it just starts with one bite, and the same with succession planning. So if you're in that situation where you're over 60 and you haven't started the conversations, come in and see us or make contact. We're not going to sit down and write you out a plan or anything like that. Succession planning can take a really long time, but and the way you start may not be the way it ends. But at least have the conversation with us, your bank manager, your accountant, and start that dialogue with your children so that they can start to have some belief and some faith that there's something in it for them and it's worth sticking around for. If you know of anyone that needs to hear this message in that age group and perhaps hasn't started succession planning, please share this. We would love to reach as many people as possible because, as we know, succession planning is a long burn, and it is one of the greatest issues that the primary producers of Australia are facing.